All right, hello everybody. It's 123 Stealth Bomber here. I'm gonna bring you another video on the Assault Squad editor, and today we're gonna do reinforcements. Now, before I go any farther, please, this is a little confusing reinforcement. So if you get stuck at any time, please just stop the video or rewind at any time because it does get a little confusing. All right. So here we go. So the first thing you want to do is spawn some units. I'm going to show you two examples. I'm going to show you how to make an infantry squad reinforcement and a tank reinforcement. So right now I'm just placing like a squad of riflemen, of English riflemen. Now I selected them all and I'm going to make them all user because I'm going to be using them myself. And I'm just changing all these other preferences like fire mode and the move mode and all that other stuff. And the AI move on disable. I'm also going to spawn some tank men, and I'm going to put them inside the tank. So I'm just going to spawn a couple tank men. Now I'm going to go to tank medium. I'm just going to spawn, I don't know. Yeah, that's good. An Achilles. All right. We'll spawn a tank destroyer. As well, we're going to also set the AI move disable and the control on user and all that stuff. Now we're just going to get them inside. Just waiting for them. Okay, so once you have done that, you're going to go back to F3 mode. And you're going to now move them to the spot you want them to place. So, like, where they're going to come from. So, the spots that you see them as of right now, that's where they're going to spawn when you click reinforcement. So, you'll see what I mean later on. Next thing you want to do is we're going to give them tags. So, hit W and then 6, and then tags of selection should come up. You can name it anything you want, but in this case, I just called it squad reinforcements. You're also going to have to add in a hidden tag. Now, if you don't, then that means those units that you see right there on screen will still be there. So if you add in a hidden tag, they will not physically be there, when you press start. They'll be there away from your view. Okay? So you want to add in the actual tag and then a hidden tag. Okay? So the next thing you want to do after that is you're going to go to waypoints. What do you call it? So we're just going to name it. Yeah, we'll just call it player. Obviously, it doesn't matter about the name. You're going to hit add again, and you're going to, you can give it multiple waypoints. It does not matter. But in this case, I just added in 2. The 0 is just where they're going to start off at, and then 1 is pretty much where they're going to like follow and then go off. Now, sometimes they don't follow the waypoint, but you just have to make a waypoint when you're actually doing the reinforcements. Next, you're going to press F9 on your keyboard, and you're going to go to player and choose the player you're going to play as. And in this case, I'm player 1, so when you press start, you will be player 1, so you don't have to change the teams, all right? Next, you go to events and hit add and insert. In this case, I just put buy_squad. This is these events will help. So like when you're actually buying the units and all that other stuff. You also want to do it for the tank. So you got to do it for each. Once you're done, you hit OK. Next, you're going to go to reinforcements, and we're going to do the score total and the score current. Now, the score total is the most possible points you can get in the game. So in this case, I'm going to put 5,000. And score current is how much you're going to start off with when the game first starts. So in case I put 5,000. Next, you're going to move your cursor down in the gray box, and you're going to hit add and insert. Obviously, just give it a name. I'm going to call this squad rifleman because that's all they consist of. First thing you're going to do is go to count. Now, the count is how many units of this rifleman can you buy the most. The score is how much they cost, so I'm going to put 250, and the delay is how much how long it takes to buy them for. Then you're going to go to waypoint, set the waypoint that they start off, so in this case it's 0, and event end, and then just choose by the one that you're going to use, so buy rifleman in this case. Image I will show you on later, so you can do that. I don't know why I just went out of that. All right, so we're gonna go back to we're gonna add in another one, and this time it's gonna be for the Achilles tank destroyer. I'm gonna put for this one as well. I'm gonna put 10 the most. They cost about 750, and the delay will be about 9 seconds. Again, we're gonna give it its end, the event end, and it's gonna be by Achilles and the waypoint 0. And once you're done with all your reinforcements, you can hit OK. Now the next thing you're gonna go to is trigger, and you're gonna hit add and add in a new one. Again, you can call it whatever you want, but this one we're gonna type in show underscore reinforcements. You're gonna also put a dash, and then rifleman. Well, in my case, it would be rifleman, and as you can see right there, it makes a sub command as well, a sub trigger, and this is for like more organized stuff and as well. So once you now we're gonna go to commands. You're gonna right click and hit add. You're gonna go to other and select reinforcement. Make sure the operation is on show, and you're gonna and go to name and just select rifleman, because that's what we're gonna be doing first is the rifleman. And you're all set for that. We're gonna hit add again, and we're gonna change, instead of rifleman, we're gonna put Achilles. Again, go to commands and search for reinforcement again, and then just put the name. Hit OK. And then you're all set for showing reinforcements. That is so it actually shows the picture of the reinforcements when you press start. Next, we're going to add in another trigger. It's going to be called reinforcements. Well, I'm just going to call it reinforcements, but it does not matter what you call it. I'm going to call it reinforcements rifleman. This is the actual like trigger in order to get the rifleman and the units and all that other stuff ready. So you're going to right click condition and search for event. You're going to make sure the mode is on work and search for the ID, and that one is going to be the event you chose when you were in F9 mode, which is in this case it's by rifleman. Now you're going to go to commands and right click and hit add as well. First one you're going to hit is waypoint. Make sure it's on actor. Now a lot of people get confused. It might be on squad, but no. Make sure it's on actor, because if it's on squad, the trigger will get all mixed up. All right. Select the tag. In this case, it's squad reinforcements. There is no zone, so you don't have to worry about that. Player, that's just an option. You can just put the player that it's assigned for. The waypoint that it starts at, you want to check off clone, make squad, and you're going to name the squad. That's what's going to show off when you move your cursor over the name. Now, approach, keep that also blank as well. If you hit teleport and rotate, when you select where you want them, they'll spawn where you click them. All right, so you just make sure it's blank. You're going to hit add again, and this time you're going to go to actor state. Going to go to selector and go to tag and select the same tag again. Hit OK. Then go to control, and again, you can choose like user or AI. It doesn't matter, but in this case, I put user, and I'm just putting all these other preferences in. AI move on disable, and I'm also, when I do that, I'm gonna also enable them on injure an enemy, and this means that they'll fire back when they see the enemy or they get injured by the enemy, and I'm gonna put their speed as normal. All right. Hit add again, and this time we're going to go to event. Now select and hit where it says event and hit expand that, and pick the same one. Make sure the mode is on reset instead of set. Make sure it's on reset, and your delay will be the exact same thing, so 5 in this case. Hit add again. This will be the fourth command, and the fourth command will be delay. Again, you have to put in the same number. Why? Now you're thinking, why do I have to put that? It's because if you don't put it, it's the trigger won't work. So you have to put that. It is necessary. And then your final command will be trigger itself, and then just choose rifleman. or the name, the thing you named it. We're gonna do this all again, but instead for the rifleman squad, we're gonna do it for the Achilles tank. Now, it is no different whatsoever. So this is actually gonna be the same thing, except that when you select the tag and all that other stuff, it's gonna be the Achilles instead of the rifleman. All right. So make sure when you're doing all these commands and when you're doing the conditions, make sure the tag is appropriate for the right unit. All right. Because if you choose, say, if I had the squad and I put the Achilles under it, then it won't work. All right. So I'm just going through here and putting all the same stuff. I'm just naming the squad Achilles and all that stuff. I'm gonna hit OK. And I'm gonna hit add. I'm gonna go to actor state as again. Again, as you can see, it's the same exact thing. It's just I'm changing the tag instead. So yeah, and that's really about it. But I will go over it again once more. So the actor state is not really. I'll just tell you right now that the command actor state, it is not recommended. You don't have to do it. However, it is necessary to do it because the active state is just telling the units like if they run or not. Is their movement mode enabled or not, or whatever. Stuff like that. You don't have to add an active state, but it is necessary. Now I'm just selecting in delay, putting the same delay number that it was when I went to reinforcements, which was 9. And then just pick Achilles for the trigger. And you are all set. You're going to finally press start. And as you can see at the, near the bottom right, you'll see that those two pictures, they don't look like anything. But if you pick the top one, which is the first one you did, which in my case was my rifleman squad. So as you can see, there's the delay. And there you go. They are fully operational. They work perfectly fine. However, I didn't spawn in the enemy, so, they won't be firing at anyone. But they work perfectly fine. And I'm gonna spawn another squad just to show you that it works perfectly fine. And now I'm gonna spawn a tank. See how it takes 9 seconds. And you'll also know the MP. Now I spent a couple MP, so I only have 3,700 right now, 3,750 out of 5,000, as you can see. Now I have 3,000 because I just spent it again. And see, it spawns every time and it works perfectly fine. I'm gonna spawn another squad here. All right, and there you go. And as you can see on the left, see the selector, it does show you all the units. Now, another thing I'm gonna show you really quickly is how to add in an image for those pictures. All right, so they don't look like they're blank pictures. This is how you do it. Go to F9 and go to reinforcements. And go to we're gonna do the tank, and where it says image, you're gonna type in the exact same name when you're looking through the tank medium, the sections of like the vehicle, the name. You're gonna type in the exact same name as you see it in the selection bar. All right. So in this case, it's just Achilles. All right. Now for infantry, unfortunately, I can't do infantry because to get a picture of infantry, like of a squad, you need to go into the files of the game itself and what the name for it, in the files itself says. Then you type it in. I don't know how to do that, so I can't show you guys, unfortunately. But however, I know how to do it for tanks and artillery and aircraft and all that other stuff. You just type in the name that you see it when you're selecting it in the information bar on the right. So I hope so that's really about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave them down below, or private message me or whatever. So I'll see you guys next time.